Careful. Fiddler on the roof. Dad's just checking. We lost our chimney can in December in the storms. Pardon? We'll do that when we've got the cherry picker though. So we're getting a cherry picker to put the chimney can back on. That one looks a bit squint as well. Is it squint, Dad? Is it? So we've got all that to do. We'll do that with the cherry picker though. So of course Dad couldn't wait. You couldn't wait till we got the cherry picker to go up and have a look. You wanted to assess the situation first. Oh, careful, Dad, if you're taking photos. He doesn't have any fear. I'm worried just standing here watching him. No fear, standing just on the ridge of the roof. But yeah, we lost the chimney can, which in the storms in December 2021. First week in December, and the chimney can has just been resting there for almost a year. Can you see it on the side there? It's just been resting there, not bothering anyone. But it's fallen from the second one or third one along there. But I managed to get one for £50 off of Facebook Marketplace. I'm going to paint it. I'm actually going to paint all of them dark grey because they're all, see, it's discolouring there. So I figure that if I paint them all grey, it'll look really nice. Like a dark grey, the same as the front door, and the drain pipes will be. So yeah, scary stuff this morning. At least it's a nice day. Evie, come. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Well done. Good girl.
Yeah.
Put down the autopilot lever 4 times.
4 times, okay.
Brilliant. How did you know that, Grace?
Because Evan told me.
That's awesome. It is the most beautiful Sunday morning. I've decided to come outside and tackle this job. It's not completely dry in the top, so I'm going to leave that section just a little bit longer. But this is before, and then this is after using linseed oil. I'm using this, ordered it off of Amazon. It was the most reasonable, 5 litres, I think. I can't remember how much it was, but I'll put a link for it in the description box down below. And then I didn't buy enough bark from Lidl, which would have been a lot cheaper. So I have bought B&Q big bags of bark. And we're going to brush this up again because it's got dirty again, and then relay the bark. It's a short-term solution because this area we're hoping, probably not next year now, but we're hoping to patio this section, so it's just to make it look nice for the time being. It's the cheapest option than getting stones, but it's already making such a difference. Look how much nicer that looks. I power washed it, gave it a rough sand over, but it's the wood's quite damaged, but it'll do if we just protect it a little bit with the linseed oil. But it looks much better than it did before. It looks good, and it's a perfect way to spend a Sunday morning. I think it's about 8:30, but the sun is shining, the trees are starting to turn, coming into autumn. It is the 2nd of October. How nice is this? So look at those beautiful clouds too. Birds are singing. We'll ignore the weeds that I've still got to clear there and just enjoy the positives that the sun is shining through the trees. It is mild, it's not too windy. I'll just appreciate that instead of all the jobs that I haven't done. So that is me all done. Don't know if you can see it with the sun shining on it, it's so difficult. It is looking beautiful. It's kind of matching the mud kitchen in the corner now. It's glossy, it's soaking in. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to come back later and brush off any excess, but it's looking so much nicer than it did. So I'm going to head in, it's 10 o'clock now. I'm going to head inside, have a cup of tea and get changed. Well, showered and changed. So I just shoved on my working clothes with my Converse, which I've just stood in lace and pulled. I'm going to head in and get organised, have a shower and get ready. Grace has got a birthday party today, So we're going to get organised for heading to that. Birthday present's already wrapped and in the car, so it's just a case of getting ourselves ready. So I'm going to go do that just now and then leave this to soak in the sunshine. And then when I come back, I'll brush it up and then get the bark laid. And then that'll be another job ticked off and done. It's a nice way to spend a Sunday as well when the weather is so nice like this. It's just a lovely way to spend a Sunday morning. So I'm going to go and take all this back into the garage and tidy up so that I'm not leaving things in a total mess. But you can tell autumn's coming, look at all the leaves. We had a lot of leaves falling in the storm that are green, that are not actually supposed to be falling. See there, a lot of green ones, just with the bad wind. That is the next job that's getting painted with linseed oil. But I need to finish off power washing it first before I can do that. Right, I'm gonna head inside. I hope everyone else is enjoying their Sunday. Can't believe it's October. I actually can't believe. This is where the panic sets in, when you've got to get all your jobs done before the winter. At least this job's done, apart from all the leaves that blew in yesterday in the storm, or Friday in the storm. But we got the sand in all these, and I power washed and treated with rust treater the garage doors, so I'll be able to get them painted. But yeah, this is looking so much better, all covered in sand. Yeah, looking so much better. All cleaned, power washed. I even did the bit down there, although as you can see it's filled with leaves again. But yeah, getting there. So that time lapse is not very well set up. You didn't see half the stuff I was doing. It's Monday. I didn't realise until I was out of the house that I'd forgotten to put on makeup this morning, because usually when I've got my contacts in I like to put makeup on because my eyebrows need a little bit of penciling in, but never mind. I've only been at puppy class this morning, so it's not a big deal. Bark is down on this section. Not the best quality of bark. I would say the stuff from Lidl is much better, but obviously it's out of season now, so I had to order this from B&Q. It's covered. This is just a temporary solution because this is all going to be hopefully patioed all the way here and along there at some point. So we don't want to spend a fortune, although that's 4 bags, so 3 bags were here and then 1 bag at the other side of the bench. I need another 4, I think, to finish it off. I might get away with 3, but I think I'm going to order 4 just in case. So I'll order them now and then Steve can pick them up on the way home from work today, and then that'll be another job finished. But it just makes it look a lot neater. Got to obviously spray for weeds and clear all this part here, but it looks just a little bit more kept than it was. So almost finished this area. Just need to change out the, it's not easy to point when you're doing camera work. Change out this water butt. I've had 2 whiskey barrels for the last 6 years, and they've just been sitting. I haven't done anything with them, so I need to order the stuff to turn them into water butts. And they're probably completely disintegrated inside and they'll last like a year once I do it, but it's still a job to get done. And then that should be this area. Oh, there's this window here hasn't been painted because I've still got a windowsill to do there, so Dad's going to do that when he's back from holidays. They're in Portugal just now enjoying the sunshine, which is slightly better than here. So he's got to do that windowsill there, and then it means I can paint that window. I've done the guttering up there. That was in the last vlog or the vlog before that. So getting there with just getting the jobs done before winter sets in, because I can't believe we're in October. This is the 3rd of October. I don't know where this year's gone. I had so many lists of jobs to do in the garden and the time's just disappeared. Dog's probably to blame for that. Anyway, I'm going to head back inside and tidy up all these bags into the bin, and then head back inside and do a little bit before I pick up the children from school, which isn't long. They're out of school in the next half an hour or so. So I'm going to do that. I managed to get the other bench. This bench is looking lovely now. It's been treated with linseed oil. I've done the same to the one that's in the forest wooded area down that way, so I did that before I did the bark. So getting there, all these jobs that you need to do, it's just crazy how long they take, but it's just crazy how you write them down on a list and it takes you ages to get them done, but once you do them it takes like 5 minutes. It is just ridiculous. Anyway, I'm going to go to that now, and then I've got some power washing to do. Got to power wash the rest of I've done some of the children's play centre, so I'm going to power wash the rest of it on, not tomorrow, because I've got my hair cut tomorrow, but on Wednesday. So I'll get that done, and I've also got this old table that I'm going to try and salvage to use as a table outside. So I need to power wash that and then get that screwed back together, and then treat them with linseed oil as well. So all these jobs before the winter truly sets in. We had lots of wind and all these leaves are collected, so I need to get a quick lesson on the leaf blower, how to suck the leaves in and it macerates, well, cuts them all up anyway, so that it can go into the compost. So I need to get a quick refresh on how to do that so that I can get that done during the day and keep on top of the leaves this year, because they just get an absolute nightmare, and I do not want to spoil how lovely this is looking just now. And my little pumpkins, got them yesterday in Lidl. So yeah, we're getting there with jobs, and I want to take the 2 benches up here so that we can have a proper seating area for the winter, so I can have a cup of tea in the lovely sunshine that comes in the winter. So that's the plan. And this window is the only window they didn't replace. Oh, those and the cellar windows. So I'm going to paint them the same colour as what the front door will be, so it's kind of all matching, because it doesn't match. So there's no point in trying to keep it looking brown, because it's a different colour brown to the plastic. I would love to paint the whole lot, but I might get away with painting the door the same. But I've been told to canny when it comes to wanting to paint all the windows as well. But I just think it would be much better if it was painted fake wood than making fake wood look like wood. Does that make sense? I would rather it was painted over so you can still see the grains of the plastic through it. But I think it would just look better than trying to make fake wood look like wood. It's better to paint it so it looks like painted wood. Anyway, I'll stop going on about the things that I want to change, because there's lots of things like this cable coming out here. You know, they could have done it further up, or, you know, put it through there so that it didn't just run along the wall. But no, they had it coming in through here. All these little things that are just frustrating. But one job at a time. Right, I'm going to go in and do that. I'm going to go in and sort out the stuff to go up to the loft when Steve is up there tonight after work to get the Halloween decorations down. I'm going to plan all the stuff that I need to go back up in the loft, like old clothes and things I want to save. So I'm going to go and do that just now before I do the school run. Outside today. It's a bit of a damp day, but it's a perfect day for doing power washing. This is the most satisfying job if you've got OCD like me, or like where you like ironing all the creases out of your ironing. That's what I love to do. So this is like the best. I'm just thoroughly enjoying my morning. Look at this. So this has been in the beside the where we had the fire pit down in sort of the wooded area, and it's been there for years. And it's built up an awful lot of green. I never treat it, but I'm wanting to now bring this up to beside the garage to make a little seating area there. And look how easily it's power washing. I'm going to treat it with my green treatment stuff that I usually do as well, but I'm taking off the worst of it just now because it is completely covered. But how satisfying is that? I've still got the rest of the greenhouse, the playhouse to do as well. I've done some of it, but I've still got the rest of it to do. So that's my mission for this morning, is to get both of those done so that next week when it's dry, the forecast is dry next week, so when it's dry I'll be able to get them linseeded up, because it's too wet just now to do some linseed oil onto it. So once the weather improves and it dries out a little bit, so I'm trying to prepare ready for next week and finish off all the outdoor jobs before the weather turns to being really cold and not very nice to be outside, because it's an okay day today. It's very calm, there's no wind. It's really weird. I got my hair done yesterday and I totally forgot to take a picture and a video after it was done, because I headed straight into Aberdeen after that. Came home for the dog and then went into Aberdeen. So I just completely forgot to give you a photo, and now it's tied up in a bubble and the curls are completely gone. So I'm going to carry on with this, do this in the morning, and then Evie's got one of her checkups at the vets, and then that'll be Wednesday done, and it's almost the weekend again. It's crazy how fast this time is going. I can't believe we're in October. I still can't believe it. It shocks me every time I think of the date, and it's the 5th of October today. 5th of October, so in a month, exactly a month, on the 5th of November, I turn 40. I love a birthday. I can't wait. So I'm looking forward to that as well. Right, I'm going to carry on with this. So super satisfying. this is another thing that I absolutely am loving with the Tesla, is it doesn't go out of date. So when there's a new software, like your phone, and you update the software on your phone and your phone performs better, the car does the same thing. It's just crazy. And it's definitely the way forward. I'm definitely converted. I was definitely against electric cars. I was Range Rover, diesel all the way. But I must admit, I have been converted so far. So far, so good. Anyway, I still love my Range Rover though. Are you at the vets, Evie, girl? Evie, are you at the vets? Good girl, sit in. Good girl. Stay. You're much bigger now. Stay. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. You're much bigger now, aren't you? Yes, you are. It is a much nicer day today, although yesterday wasn't a bad day, but the sun, look at that. Oh, I'll put a little clip in here that I took for stories. Oh, it might not go on actually because it won't go on because I added music to it. So I don't think that saves on Instagram, does it? Oh well, it was a beautiful morning in the trees this morning. Going out with Evie. Sun is shining. How much better does that playhouse look? I've done the front. I'm going to go and tackle the back. Because in true Lynn style, I didn't get all the jobs done that I want to do. I got the bench done, which is looking really good this morning. But I planned too many things to power wash. I thought I'm going to power wash this, I'm going to power wash that, I'm going to power wash this. And then all morning went and I'm like, oh my word, I've totally ran out of time. So I'm away to go and do the back of the playhouse, finish off this children's bench here, which I managed to splatter all the bits of paint onto this one. So I'll have to give it a wash as well. And this old table is all mushroomy and horrible and yucky. It's an indoor table that came from one of the student properties that Mum and Dad used to have. And I left it outside thinking it'd be a great outdoor table, and it will be, but I didn't seal it. So I'm going to power wash it and then seal it because I think this will be a really good table in between these two seats. So that's my plan for today. I'm going to do this for about an hour. I'm hoping it'll only take an hour. Then I'm going to take Evie out for a wee run around in the field. And then ironing for the Airbnb this afternoon. So yeah, I'm hoping to enjoy my morning outside here. It's almost 10 o'clock and the sun, it's just a lovely day. It's just so nice. It's a little bit windy, but it's not too bad. So I'm going to go crack on with this. I won't put you on a time lapse because you don't need to see any more time lapse videos, excuse me, of power washing. Because let's face it, none of them will be as exciting as the chair was. Oh my word, it was just so good. It was like the best. I was looking for bits that hadn't been done. It was that sort of job. Oh, it was brilliant. Anyway, I'm going to crack on with this and then hopefully the weather is to be dry the next few days or next week. I think this will dry out completely and I can get the linseed oil on it. But does anyone, you might be able to advise me, I painted linseed oil on the two other benches and it's made them look so much better and it's really good because I was trying to find an oil that wouldn't sort of change the colour too much. But the smell, I was wanting to use it on the indoor furniture. There's just no way I could have that smell inside the house. Even the smell, I've obviously spurted a little bits on my outdoor jacket. Even that smell makes me feel nauseous. Is there any tips? Or I suppose I could just get an odourless oil. I do have an oil for my chopping boards. I could use it. I don't think it smells. Maybe it does smell. I'm going to have to check. But if anyone has any tips, hints or tips that I could use, or I could just use, I don't know. But I want to do the sideboard in the lounge, which is in situ and still hasn't been sanded since the last vlog, which was back in June. Yeah, typical me, buy stuff and not get it done. But I'm not doing that anymore, remember. I am completing jobs, finishing them before I start new ones. That is the plan. Right, I'm going to crack on with this and I will see you later on. So that is me finished. I've done all the top bits as well. We're leaving the roof because Grandpa has got some roof tiles left over from their summer house. We're hoping there'll be enough even just to do the front half, just to make it look a little bit nicer, you know, like proper. They're not, I did think about putting slates on, but I think the slates would be too heavy and also an awful risk if they're jumping about in here and they fall, just too much of a risk. But they're wooden tiles, you know, that go on the top of roofs. I don't know how to describe them. Kind of like squares of wood that look like tiles. So hopefully there's enough to put on there and it's looking much better. But I would love, if anyone has any ideas on what to do with this, I would love to paint it, but I know fine, it'll start to flake and it'll be a nightmare. I looked into bleaching it, because obviously it's bleached in the sun anyway, but apparently it can weaken the plastic. Does anyone know of anywhere that I can dye this. It's one of those plastic shoots. Does anyone know of any solutions for dyeing it? Because I think painting it will flake. So I think the only way is I'm guessing that the colour is impregnated into the plastic. So if there's any way of dyeing this, please let me know. I'll be able to paint all of these. All of this will be able to be painted, but I don't know about this. So if anyone has any ideas, please let me know. I would love some solutions, or if anyone's come across it before, I would appreciate your help. Thank you. What's my little helper do? Are you helping with the compost? Thank you very much. But I don't think I really want the compost in the wheelbarrow. Thank you. Yes. I am finally getting round to filling these up. I've put a basin, got a little bit of compost in, yes. You're a good healthy baby girl. And we don't want to be really getting our nose in there. Oh, my gosh, I covered. Yes, you are. And then that's ready for one plant. And then this one has got concrete in the inside by the previous owners. So I've got a little bit on the top there. Now we'll get the plants in. You're covered in soil. Covered. Yes, you are. We're going to go for a walk in the field, aren't we? In just a minute, we're going to get you planted. But I'm going to go here. You let this one to go, you have a drink out your water. You've got it for your bowl anyway, don't you? Let's put this one on this side. Will we? You can play with that actually. Beautiful spiral trees that I got from Aldi, I think it was. Is that one, Evie? And they are just stunning. Bay trees. Beautiful bay trees. I wish I put gloves on for this because my nails are filthy. Is that I always took them inside when the weather was bad. I can go through that now. That's maybe a bit of a fail. I just think I'll be much better and much happier planted out. Okay, let's leave it off. I am so happy. It's exactly what I imagined. Other than the fact I want to paint that the same colour as the front door, those two. Not the blue, but I'm going to be painting it the same grey as is in Cognito on the corner. They have got, I actually found out a lovely follower commented saying what the colour was. So I've saved it and I'm going to be painting it that. If I find it, I'll post it to show you. But that's the colour that I'm hoping to go for. And I would love to paint this and that window because it's not the same as the other windows. I would love to paint all the windows, but I'm not allowed to do that. But I think I'll get away with the door and the windows are not the same, which is that one. And also, I'm going to paint that as well. I don't think you're allowed to, are you? But I'm still going to paint it. This window, I need to fix a bit of wood at the bottom there. When I say I need to fix a bit of wood, it's a Bobby Ray job. And then also these windows. So the cellar windows weren't replaced, although they are double glazed. Yeah, I'm just not a fan. Everyone's got their own opinions of windows, but I think that fake wood plastic, looking like fake wood plastic, is not my idea of what I like. I like it. I would rather have it painted. Anyway, I've said that I don't know how many times. And then this door is going to be painted too. So yeah, we're getting there. These have come up from somewhere. I didn't plant them. How funny is that? And they spread. They were like a tiny plant and now it's this size. Amazing. I love how nature works. It's probably carried here by an animal and it's been placed. Still got the gutters to paint and the drain pipes. So yeah, all the list of jobs that I want to do all year, and I'm now trying to do them in October before the bad weather comes. But that is one job done. I might need to straighten that one up a little bit, but it's just growing slightly ski whiff. I'm maybe trim the top. That's what I'll do, make it more ball-like. But we're getting there, and that's a lavender plant to replace the one that Evie dug up in my border. So I need to go plant that as well. I might do that this afternoon too, and that's another job done. But yeah, I'm loving how it looks. I don't know if I can put you side on so you can see. Oh, I just love it. I love it. I'm so delighted. So chuffed at how that looks. Imagine the little twinkly lights in the winter maybe. Yeah, really nice. Hello. Hello, a good doggy you are. Yes, good girl. Good girl. Come on then, let's go. I ran out of time to do the whole lot, but you can see the bits that I've done, the dark bits. I've still obviously got this bit and the other side and the big beam, but I got the seat done, which looks so much better, and the table, which needs to be repaired because the slats are off. But I had to stop because it was school run. I'll get more done tomorrow, hopefully, if the weather is nice, and then I'll be able to get the bits painted, and then that'll be another job done before winter. I can't believe it. It's taken me like 4 years. This has been on my list to do in the summer, and I've only just done it. But I have done other things. Remember I did the greenhouse a couple of years ago? Or was that last year? No, I think it was a couple of years ago. So I have been working. It's not that I haven't been. Anyway, I'm out with the dog and I don't know where she's gone. So I'm going to go and find her and then head back inside and prep dinner before it's Wednesday. So I haven't actually spoken to you for a little while. So Monday was so nice. I got to spend the morning after puppy class, well, the morning at puppy class as well. Evie, come. Where are you? Evie. Oh, there you are. You did well coming back. Well done. Good girl. Did you get an apple? Did you get an apple? This is her favourite thing. She does this with Barkley. They come along and Barkley picks an apple off the tree. There's a couple that are falling down or are low enough down that she can get herself. So when Barkley's not here, she goes and gets it. And she almost pines for him because that's the thing that she does with him. Well done coming back. Good job. So Monday was just lovely. I got to spend the morning at puppy class with Louise and her dog Mac. He's a few weeks younger than Evie. So got to spend her 40th birthday with her in the morning, and we came home and had cake. I'll put a picture of the cake on here, and I put a happy birthday banner up, and it was just great because you don't often get to spend, now that we're older and we've got families and stuff, unless your birthday is actually on the day, like mine will be on the Saturday, you don't really get to spend the actual day with a lot of your friends because it's probably a normal day, so it was really special, and it was just so nice, and I was so privileged and honoured to be able to spend some of her birthday with her, so it was really good. So that was Monday, and then I headed into the flat and finished off some of my Airbnb. Then yesterday I was just at home. What did I do yesterday? I can't remember what I did. What did we do yesterday, Evie? Went for a walk in the field, but what did we do in the morning? You know what? I can't remember. Look at that beautiful sunshine. Isn't that just lovely? Oh, just lovely. And then today I went back in and did some of Mum's Airbnb in the morning. Evie, come. Evie, come. Come on. She's got this thing about going for my lavender plants at the moment. Come on. Evie. Sorry about that. I'm out of breath. I had to do a mad dash because she's got this thing at the moment about pulling out my lavender plants. Not just my lavender plants, but all the ones I planted over the summer. Look, this is like remnants from another time when I've had to grab it from her. It's the only thing she does. She's so good with everything else. And I'm so chuffed. But that one thing really frustrates me. So I had to run and catch her and try and teach her that it's not okay. I'm out of breath, honestly. So, what was I saying? I can't remember. What did I do yesterday? Yesterday was Tuesday. So we're diving at night. What did I do during the day though? Did I come back after school run? You know what? I can't remember. I just love this view of the house. This bit here. This is what when we bought the house, this is what the picture was like this. I don't know if I've ever shown you the full house, but this is what it looked like in the brochure. And this is the first photo when we were looking at the SPC. And this is what I fell in love with. The dark granite, just lovely. Obviously needs to have like a power treatment on it, or a sandblasting, or a something on it at some point. But we've got the guttering to paint, which is a job I want to do before we're getting a cherry picker at the end of November. So the plan is to help take down the trees out of the front here that fell down in the storm that we still need to address. We've got a chimney pot up on this one, no, that one, over the other side that you can't see, that fell down, which I think I've put some clips in maybe earlier on in this vlog, or the one before, of Dad up a ladder, just assessing the works. So we've got that to fix, and we want to paint the drain pipes, and I'll get the front door done at the same time. So that's the plan. If the weather's nice, you can't really tell what the weather's going to be like. Evie. Yeah, so I can't think what it is. Of course, I checked my calendar. We went out for brunch. I met up with two of my good friends and went out for lunch, one of which actually lived in this house when she had her family. So they sold it to the people we bought it from. Went out for brunch at The View. I'll put a little clip. I put a clip on Instagram. So I'll put that up here. Beautiful view. There's Evie in the background. Beautiful view out over the beach in Newborough. Just stunning. So we had that in the morning, and then in the afternoon I did some a walk with Evie and got all the stuff ready for night time. So Tuesday is a busy night. So Tuesday it's going to be changing because Bartley's starting guitar lessons. But Tuesday night, I hope you can hear me in the wind. Tuesday night is busy because I dropped Grace at her diving at 4:15. I dropped Barclay as athletics at 4:30. Then pick Grace back up, and then pick Bartley back up, and then they've both got brownies or cubs. Now she's gone this way. There's a field here that she loves to go in because we do walk in it with her, and she just stands and stares out at the field lovingly, and she does escape it. No, no, look, she's just sitting here looking at it. You're looking at the field. I know you want to go in there, but we're not going in there just now. No, you want to? Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Come on then, let's go get some food. That's our magic word if we want her to get away from anything else. Although, apart from Heather, it doesn't work with Heather, which is a new thing. It's a new thing, because that used to be my defence, didn't it? But are you hungry? Come on then, let's go get some food. Let's go get some food. Good girl, look how big she's grown. She has grown so much. But yeah, it doesn't work in the heather plants now. That used to be my defence. I would say that before she got to the heather plants, and it would stop her. But now, oh no, nothing stops her with them. This is one that she picked out this morning that I haven't got replanted. And this is one that I bought to replace some of the ones that she has done. Honestly, you are a menace. Let's go and get you some food then. Right, I'll head inside. Prepare dinner. But lovely catching up with you. Next is the haul. I've got loads of jobs to tackle, but once the weather gets bad, the paint is still the same as it was when we moved in 10 years ago. The previous owners had started to strip it, and we haven't done anything with it yet. That is something that I need to do, because how ridiculous. I'm coming. Yes, I'm coming. I know I talk too much. I'm coming. Let's go get you something to eat. Come on then. Yesterday on Instagram, I posted about all the old programs we used to watch. So, Moesha, Clarissa Explains It All, my favourite sister, all those amazing ones. And oh my word, my DMs blew up. Everyone was just loving the throwback to the 1990s. I just loved them. I used to love all those programs. So I got to reply to all those messages. So I'm heading now. I have got some ironing to do for the Airbnb this morning. It's still really frosty. I hope my dahlias are okay. I'm going to try and, instead of digging them up, I think I'm going to put, I've got those terracotta pot things, that were actually part of the burn. They're not really pots, they're open at each end. I've got those that I used, remember, for the olive trees at the front of the greenhouse. So I think I might use them and just fill them with mulch, like put them over the top of my dahlias, and then I don't have to dig them up every year. And then each summer I would just take them off. I don't know if that's a good idea. If anyone knows about dahlias, please let me know, although I'll probably have done it by the time I actually get around to putting this up on YouTube. But I might put it up on Instagram just now and see if anyone has got any suggestions, if that's a good idea or not. Anyway, I'm going to head inside and get my Airbnb done, and then after doing that I am going to go out and hopefully the sun will have taken away the frost and the dew, and then I'll give Evie something to chew while I finish off the linseed oil on the playhouse. So that is the job for the afternoon. So I'm going to go and crack on my ironing just now. It's 10 o'clock, so I need to get in and get going. So my plans changed slightly. I haven't done my ironing yet because I've sorted out all my towels and everything for the Airbnb. But the tenant in one of the other flats locked themselves out. So I had to come into Aberdeen, and luckily I was already on the road because I went to the post office. So I popped in and let them in. Everything happens for a reason, although I must admit it's frustrating because it's Saw's Law. I was supposed to come in this morning to do the flats, and I changed it to yesterday because of the weather so I could be outside in the garden, and then if I'd been in doing the flats I would have actually been there when it happened. Never mind. It does mean that I get to do something that Mum and Dad have been doing for us for a couple of months now, and I can't believe that it's going to make us about £120 a year. Crazy. I don't know how time consuming it's going to be though, because Mum and Dad do it, so we'll see if it's worth it. But it's a great job for the retired. I am at Sainsbury's, and they have this thing here which allows you to deposit your recycling. So milk bottles, packaging, any kind of packaging, you know, the bottom of the Parma ham packaging, Actimel plastic containers. It doesn't like if it's not from Sainsbury's, so if you just take off the label and it's just the plastic bottle on its own, then it doesn't scan the barcode and know. So I'm on my way to go. I've got a full bootload and I've got some at the front seat here. I've had it in the car, out of the car, in the car, out of the car, because it's been full. So when it gets full, they put barricades across and you can't put any more on until they've until they've emptied it. But you get 5p per plastic item. So that's quite shocking, the amount of plastic items we must have if it works out about 120. Well, be a bit more than that, I think, because yeah, I think it'll be a little bit more than that, because that was just from like a couple of weeks worth of, might even be double that per year from depositing recycling. Just crazy, mental. Every little helps though, and if we can manage to claw back something, I think everyone needs a little bit. So that's a little bit of a hint of something that you can do to make a little bit of money if you're looking to try and get as many things as possible clawed back in the current climate, because it's getting a bit grim, isn't it? So every little helps, which is good. Right, I'm going to go and deposit it because I'm parked right outside it. So I'm going to go and see how easy it is, but I'll film it and document it if it is easy. See how long it takes me as well. I've got a full bootload. When I said a full bootload, I was not joking. It takes bottles as well, I forgot to say, glass bottles too. And then all of this, I should be able to deposit even the dog's nutriment. I should be able to deposit all of these things. Amazing. It's cool, it says collect, you actually earn nectar points as well. That is really good. I'm going to go and try it out. I'm not really sure how to do it, but we'll give it a go. I think we put it in here. Let's try. Let's do this plastic container to start with. Oh, it just takes it in. Oh my word. That was really quick. I wasn't expecting that. That's so fast. Oh, this might not take long at all. Let's see. I'm going to separate these. This might not take long at all. Oh my word, it's really fast. Right, I'm going to carry on doing this. So if it doesn't like it, it comes back to you. If it doesn't like an item, it seems to come back to you. Oh, it's because I had to wait too long. Right, so you have to choose either nectar points or cash receipt. Only be redeemed at Sainsbury's. So you basically get this, and you basically get money off your shopping. That's quite cool, isn't it? So I need to be faster because it didn't like the fact that it took so long.
Do you get money for those cans?
Yes, cans and bottles apparently. I haven't done the bottles yet.
Just empty you like beans cards and...
Yeah, it's my mum and dad that got me onto this because I've never done it before.
Well, I've only done it, as you can see, we've got weeks of coke cans.
Yeah, well this is my first time doing it myself.
Oh, they use jars.
Apparently,
Well, how did you get any of that?
we'll find out in a second if it takes it. It says this is raw material, but it took it the last one, yeah, that's it? So let's see if it takes a jar. Yeah? Whoa! Amazing!
Had me at hello. 'Cause where you go is where I go. I don't need nobody else. I got you, and you got me too. You can ride all the blue.
Well, it's not like in some of them, but Mum says that if you just keep trying, sometimes it takes it.
I wanna do what you want to. We can leave and run away someday, someday.
So apparently if you've got anything from another shop, take the barcode off and it takes it.
Oh.
So like some of my stuff's Aldi. So I'm going to try these. These are children's Kinder eggs. Oh my word, it's taking it.
Oh, right, and you're getting 5 days with it.
Yeah.
I've been saving you, and you save me too. Yeah, I need it, don't you need me too? 'Cause I need you. Yeah, so call me anytime that you need it. I can come and save you. Call me anytime that you need a friend, and call me anytime when you're at a tight end. I got you, and you got me too. We can always make it through.
So that one is $2.95. Okay, so what's happened is this says bin too full, which is what it's been all week. So I'm moving over to this one because that one is also full. So I'm going to set you up here and finish off what I'm doing. Let's see. Let's start. So this is actually, you know the bubble tea you get at Union Square? Let's see if it takes that. And it does. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Right, let's just pour these in.
What we do is what we do. I can take you anywhere.
Oh, it's full. It's been like all week. Okay, that's a lot full, so I've still got something to do. But I'll just put it back in the cart and come back. That was a time for that one. Lot. Okay, so as you saw, all 3 bins are full now. Partly due to me, oops. But I'm surprised at the amount of people that actually came to use it. There were 2 people waiting behind me that didn't manage to get anything put in because obviously I'd filled up the second 2 bins. Obviously other people had done it before as well, not just me. But I've been waiting all week as well. I've been coming in every time I went into the Airbnbs to check it, and it's been full since Mum and Dad went away on holiday, and they've been away 10 days, and I'm picking them up today from the airport, which I can't wait. Children are so excited as well. So I've had them in and out of the boot over that last 2 weeks, and that's me finally got some of it deposited. As you saw, I've still got 2-3 boxes or bags to do, which I'll do when I'm back in next week if it's empty. But yeah, I honestly had never heard of it before Mum and Dad mentioned it. So that's me got £4.10. Now obviously I'm here anyway, it wouldn't be worth your fuel to come in, but I was into the flat anyway, and also I suppose it would be worth it in the electric car. But I'm just going to go straight in. You have to spend it within 14 days. You can add it to your Nectar points, which I might end up doing in the future because Nectar points can now go to air miles, I think, so it might be worth me doing that instead. But that's me got £4.10. I'm going to go in and buy a couple of trips for my trip drinking tomorrow night, so it's definitely worth it. I'll need to go and deposit them just now while I'm here, because 14 days I would forget and then I would end up losing it, so I'm going to go and put it in to the Sainsbury's just now and go buy something. Right, I'm blocking this path, I better go. I'm gutted. We don't seem to have my trips that I usually buy, so I'm just trying to think of what I could get. I might actually buy, I've got £4.10. I might buy this, but I might buy 2 bottles and then pay the extra. And then I get to put these back. This is quite cute, isn't it? I think this will be good for my 40th for the children. Yeah, I'll get to put forget to put this back and get 5p for the bottle too. Thinking ahead, thinking ahead. Coupon in the slot. Coupon's in. Let's look at it. 9 coupons. Thank you. And then pop it in. Excellent. Thank you very much. And then I'll do my nectar. Thank you. So that was 2 schlars and all the vouchers taken off. £4.10. Amazing. I am absolutely delighted with my purchases. How amazing is that though? Like, it does mount up, it really does add up. You can buy anything other than age restricted items, so obviously alcohol, because that wouldn't, you're not allowed to do that, and also baby products. I don't understand. So I think it's early stages baby products, which I don't really understand why they would be restricted, but maybe it's the cost or something, I don't know. But how cool is that? So I paid £3 for the 2 bottles. Amazing. As I say, if you were paying your petrol, it wouldn't be worth your time to come in because you're paying your petrol to come. But electric car, and I'm here anyway, and I tend to do my shopping in Aldi a little, but thank you, Sainsbury's. Glorious day for a walk today. Good girl, hello. Just glorious. I took my ear warmer, don't need it. It's round my wrist now. Because it's far too hot, definitely don't need it. A lovely day. Let's see if she'll come back. Go on. Good job. Good job. Well done. Well done.